Hi there, I'm James Taylor, the author of Jazz and Improvised Piano, and I'd like to go over a short section on page 22, which talks about the major seventh chord and how it can be extended to become a major chord in 7/9/3/5 voicing. And also we can improvise a little bit using two chords, C major 7 and F major 7. Right, okay. If we look at the C major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those are the notes of C major scale labelled 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can also add a 9 on top of this. This D is our 9. If we take degrees 1, 3 and 5, we've got a C major triad. Notice that this is 4 steps between the bottom two notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, between the top two notes. So that's our C major triad. On top of this now we can put the 7th that belongs to the major scale and the 9th. Notice that the major 7th is 1 step below the C. There's the C, it's 1 step below it. And then the 9th, the D, is 2 steps above the C. 1, 2. So this, from this C, the major 7th is down 1 step, and the 9th is up 2 steps. So we've got the major triad down here, and major 7 and 9. Now then, okay, so we've got 1, 3, 5, major 7 and 9 here. Now then, okay, the bass player will be playing a C for us. So this C becomes redundant, leaving us with this 3, 5, 7, 9 voicing. Now let me just explain. On this occasion, of course we haven't got a bass player, but what we have got is a left hand. So the left hand is going to be playing some C's for us. And we can play an octave C down here. That's 2 C's an octave apart. And we can hold the bottom one down, while we drum the top one down. So in the right hand so far now, we've been left, well, this is 1, 3, 5, major 7 and 9. We can drop the C there because we've got some C's in the left hand already. So that leaves us with 3, 5, major 7 and 9. Now, okay, we can take the 7 and the 9 down an octave and play them here. So keeping, this is the basic chord here, 3 and 5, keeping 3 and 5 where they are, we're taking this B and the D, the major 7 and the 9, down an octave and playing them here. So hold on to those, and this is our major 7 chord in 7/9/3/5 voicing. And if I play the octave C with the left hand below that, you get this wonderful effect. Now then, rather than going through all the rigmarole of finding that C major triad and then finding 7 and 9 and taking down an octave, there's a much easier system that we're going to use here. We find the C major triad and just replace the C with notes 1 step below it and 2 steps above it. So major triad, replace the C, the bottom note, with notes 1 step below and 2 steps above. Now then, just to reinforce now, the major triad, there's the root, and we go up 4 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4 to give us our 3rd, and up 3 steps, 1, 2, 3 to give us the 5th. So that's our C major triad, and we replace this bottom note, the C, with notes 1 step below and 2 steps above to give this chord here. And that's our major chord in 7/9/3/5. Like that with the left hand. Now, of course, we can find the same chord relating to F. If we find the F major triad, up 4 steps, up 3 steps, there's the F major triad, and we replace the F with notes 1 step below, major 7, and also replace it with the notes 2 steps above, which is the 9. So we replace the F this time, you know, it's one step below and two above. Okay. So this is at the F chord, and here, of course, the left hand is going to play an F octave, like this. And with the right hand, it sounds like this. And of course, I can go freely between the C chord and the F chord, like this. Notice that you can actually hang on to the C chord as long as you like. You don't have to go to the F so quickly. You can actually play the C chord for as long as you like. Now then, okay, so if we keep the left hand going, because the C major chord is chord 1 of C major, and because it's using exclusively white notes, C major scale is all white notes. So basically, so long as we stick to those white notes in the right hand, we're fairly safe. Now then, in chord terms, C major chord, that's chord 1, chord 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So a C major chord is chord 1, and F is chord 4. And we're playing the chord 1 in 7, 9, 3, 5, and we're playing the chord 4 in 7, 9, 3, 5. Now, these both relate to C major scale, and of course we're using exclusively white notes. So what we can actually do is very interesting. Because these all relate to C major scale, which is all white notes, we can actually improvise using things like sixths. Now if I were to play an E at the bottom there, and a C, that's a sixth. I can use those in the right hand, and I can also improvise using single lines. I can do that over the left hand, playing the octave C out to the F. So I can get something like the C chord to F, that's C. Now my left is going to carry on. The right hand now. At the end there, I played my F major chord down here, just down the octave. So instead of playing it up here, I played exactly the same set of notes, down an octave. Right, so notice that you can play these two chords, C and F, in major 7, 9, 3, 5 voicings, and you can intersperse these chords with an improvisation which is exclusively on white notes. So, provided you stick to the white notes, you can use sixths, you can use single lines. You're fairly safe, really. So have fun with this. It's lots of fun.